Millions of Americans will sit around the dinner table for Thanksgiving today, but many of the men and women serving our country will be celebrating the holiday away from home. And the Wounded Warrior Project is stepping in to help make Thanksgiving special for these heroes. Here to talk about what they do is retired Lieutenant General Michael Lennington, the CEO for the Wounded Warrior Project. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Nick. Thank you for having me on, and thank you for your service as well.
And, sir, thank you for yours. You spent 35 years serving our country. Many of your holidays were spent overseas. Talk about how your unit becomes your family and how special spending those days away can be for you.
Exactly right, Nick. I mean, Thanksgiving is a time for families. Veterans today are around their dinner table having wonderful meals with their families. But when you're in the military, as you know, your military unit is your second family. And I can guarantee today, sitting around dinner tables or lunch tables or foxholes or deployment areas all over the world, we have military families, service members sitting together, enjoying the holidays and spending time with each other. And that's why it's so important that we do what we do at Wounded Warrior Project to help veterans that have been deployed during the holidays, connect with each other and provide valuable programs and services that help them in their continued healing after they take off the uniform.
Mike, I've told people I grew up in a single-parent home, and I'm an only child. I went into the military and instantly got 41 brothers. So it's one of those things where I know exactly what you mean. The guy next to you end up learning a whole lot about, and it's one of those things that just bonds you for life. The Wounded Warrior Project is celebrating 20 years of service. What would you say has been the highlight of your organization, which has supported veterans over the last 2 decades?
I'd say just back to our roots, Nick. As you know, in the beginning, Wounded Warrior Project was formed when volunteers got together and wanted to provide comfort items bedside for physically injured, blast injuries, gunshot wounds, serious physical injuries. Today, we provide a variety of programs. We've grown greatly. We're now in 25 locations across the country. We're at Landstuhl, Germany, and we provide a variety of programs, not just to help in physical healing, but also to help with some of the mental healing and the stress that comes with being deployed. I mean, combat's a very stressful environment. It's very traumatic. Many times veterans don't process those experiences until long after they've taken off the uniform. And that's really one of the areas we focus our attention on, as well as financial education and financial wellness for our veterans.
I know that a part of that wellness also includes mental health services. The Wounded Warrior Project recently announced a partnership with almost 39 different organizations. What are some of the ways this will help address the needs of warriors?
We know we can't do it alone. No one organization can. I mean, largely the needs of veterans are provided by the Department of Veterans Affairs, but we fill in the gaps and supporting other organizations that do things that maybe we don't specialize in, but that's their niche area, really helps us all work together. I mean, military people like yourself come from communities. They largely return to those communities, and communities are where the healing takes place, mind, body, and spirit. So providing support to other organizations that are in the communities that maybe we're not, or provide a service that maybe we don't provide, and then vice versa, obviously. They may take care of a veteran with housing or something that we perhaps don't specialize in, but then they refer those veterans to us. So it's really a wonderful cooperation and collaboration between all the veteran service organizations to help veterans in their transition from military life to civilian life.
Mike, I've got about 30 seconds left, and I know for a fact that when you sit there sometimes and just listen to another veteran, that can help to make the difference too. My question for you, sir, before I let you go, what is your Thanksgiving wish for those who may still be serving overseas right now or recently separated and may be struggling?
Well, for those that are deployed today, I'll just say thank you for keeping us free and protecting our freedoms and our way of life. And for those that maybe have taken off the uniform and need help in their transition and are struggling in any one of the areas I just talked about, please go to our website at woundedwarriorproject.org. Sign up, register as an alumni, get involved, join a peer support group, give back in your communities. Tons of ways to get involved, and I welcome them to go to our website, learn more, and get involved. We do 8,000 connection events across the country every year. Macy's Day Parade in New York is one of them today, as was the Veterans Day Parade. Tons of opportunities to get involved, Nick. Thank you for having me.
And more importantly, if you're struggling, know that you are not alone. Lieutenant General Michael Lennington, thank you so much for joining me, sir.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.